that's where I've had to work on, where all those nerves come up because the eyes are on me. And you've competed, you're one of the most well-known MMA fighters in the world. You've competed on the highest levels. What are some things that you've done to help your mindset going out to perform in front of a crowd?
Well, I can tell you, I've read all the books and I've sat in front of all these people that I've looked up to, and I've asked them that same question. And they all give me the same catchphrases, the same buzzwords come out, from mental control to relax to breathing exercises. Man, none of it worked for me. I was terrified on day one. I fought 50 men by the time I retired. I was terrified on that last one. I never knew how to control that. And Randy Couture had given me some of the best advice, even if I couldn't equate it quite as well as he did. But Randy had broken it down scientifically, and a doctor had told him that the same chemical that your brain releases when you're scared is the exact same chemical your brain releases when you're excited. But that you had the choice. When you start to feel that
Wow.
nervous rush going through, you can tell yourself, no, I'm excited. And your body won't actually know the difference. Your mind will, but your body won't. So Randy began to convince himself, oh, I'm not nervous, I'm excited. I tried that. I got it to a degree. But ultimately, I felt like I got lucky about fight number 12 in, about around 2006. And I kept going for another 14 years, which was to just accept this is going to suck. I mean, at times, not everything is going to be moonlight and canoes. There's going to be some things that you're going to do to get a greater good, whether it's to walk out there, to show off, to get the pat on your back, to make your mother proud, whatever goes into it that makes you and I go out and walk into a cage, Andrew, that there's going to be some stuff that come along the way that I'm never going to master. It's going to smooth. One of the things that is going to separate us, the competitor, from the non-competitor. And, you'll meet a lot of street guys that are pretty tough in the streets. They got a pretty good reputation, but that is spontaneous and that doesn't require any kind of control. A real tough guy can wait. A real tough guy will agree on the rules, the weight, weight class, and then the time. And that is generally what I feel separates, jumping up spontaneously and acting like a fool in the neighborhood is a lot easier to do than knowing something's coming, knowing who it's against, and making that walk on time.
It's funny, as you say that, the spontaneity of like a street fight, like I got in a lot of street fights when I was young, which I think is what led me into training and fighting and jiu-jitsu. And I remember multiple times where I just blacked out, and then there was another guy on the ground and I was standing there and I was like, holy crap. And there wasn't so much of that nervousness because everything happened so fast, but then when I step in to compete, it's like I'm aware of everything that's going on within myself. And so I guess just again, what we were saying at the start, you just got to do it.
That adrenaline of knowing it's coming, that will create an exhaustion. If somebody jumped up and got in a street tussle, lack of a better word, but what we're talking about, he could go a minute or 2 minutes until somebody stepped in and broke it up. You go into actual competition where you're scared, where you're nervous, where you're now inserting and invoking stress. Stress is a chemical, and that chemical causes fatigue. It's one of the big reasons that combat sport that we do requires so much endurance, because when people are watching and you're stressed, boy, those muscles get tired much, much faster.
Hey, thanks for watching this interview. I hope you feel uplifted and inspired by what was shared. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel to make sure that you see all the other awesome videos that we have coming up.